Lee Baxter, who did the photograph on the front cover, is here tonight. So that was a lovely little surprise. And I'm also really, really pleased that one of my old high school friends has dropped in as well, which I wasn't expecting. So my friend Tyler at the back, who I've not seen in about 20 years. Yeah, that's really nice, isn't it? So some of you I've seen before, so I'm a little bit less excited about seeing them. But it is always a pleasure. Yeah. So this first poem is called Fucking, aptly enough. We've done many of it after coming here on the night out. They are fucking in park bushes, revolting against beds or families, sometimes by the roadside in a purring Jeep Sport. Fucking as urinals brim unused, the cubicles overcrowded, pierced through with a simple call that winks pink to welcome you. Fucking in the daylight, high noon, uncaring of propriety. Because they can be, because at times it's all that can be done. Fucking spread like the Lord on the cross, kissed by Judas, thorn torn, getting nailed, as a terrier sniffs them out in the dust. Launching again, babe, buzzing alone on the dance floor, where she loves us all like family. Sweat glittering like tinsel, she's Sylvester, a mirror ball in her own little world. She scouse souse tonight, her voice electric blue flight, her eyes twinkling stars of dew in the limelight. Energised on gossip, her bald head's a piston, her gob a serenade that echoes under rigging, lavender and golden. We've all got to wind it, all got to be her tonight, she has spoken. With stories to regale ya, with her hand she's conductor, and she's vibing to feel ya. You feel me? You feel her.
In the beginning, there was the Word, and it was Judy. Judy, 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 Dench. 10 hours I stood there, you walked past me on the red carpet. I was on the pavement, not red but grey. I watched you go by with yet another sigh. Judy, 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 Dench. Your smile and crinkly twinkly eyes, your little hairstyle, high on your head, sexy grandma. To me, you are wife material. Denchy, 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 Judy. How you make me want to clenchy. And I would like to travel my hand over your wobbly belly to cup the young Denchy. Thirsty, drenchy. A cup full of dench, quenched, time all spent. Judy, 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 Dench. Thank you very much. This next poem is inspired by an afternoon watching daytime TV with my landlady. It's also from volume 27, Tropical Moments, Silent Wounds. And this poem is called Libido. Davina McCall appeared on Loose Women. She said her libido was on the floor. Her hair was thin, flat, like after swimming, and she didn't fancy Brad Pitt anymore. She said her phone was in the fridge, her keys were in the bin. Her night sweats were so very bad, her vagina as dry as potato skin. Now testosterone and HRT, she's back, self-pleasuring herself on a unicycle. She's ditched her boring ho-hum husband and robbed with a hairdresser called Michael. What is this returned libido she speaketh of? It sounds quite like a dance, the one where you bendeth backwards and shimmy under a stick in a trance. In this limbo is where I find myself, and I'm happy in this uncertain situation. Years back, I parked my sex bits on the shelf. I'm not up for those sorts of temptation. Thank you.
After a slog along the sand, Cherry Grove's lights were suddenly tantalisingly close, bright red and pink against the dark horizon. We took our head torches off and put our shoes back on. We went eagerly up the steps onto the boardwalk, past an oceanfront restaurant with tables of men in nice shirts eating seafood, drinking wine, and wandered into the Ice Palace bar, where a drag show was in full swing, with the Queen lip-syncing to the Eurythmics. A giddiness overcame us as we sipped beers and went out to the bar's pool deck to smoke a cigarette. We knew that this drink in this bar would be an initial stop on the night's route, but for a moment it felt like time stood still, as if we'd always been here, at home in a new place that was disarmingly familiar. Later we walked along the wooden walkways that divide up the layout of Cherry Grove and stand in place of paved roads, with no automobiles allowed on the island besides utility vehicles. That same air of safety and affirmation permeated on the boardwalks. The eccentrically named cottages were adorned with fairy lights that looked inviting and kitschy. Elsewhere there were plastic flamingos hanging from doorways and rainbow flags. We said hello to almost everyone we passed, mostly couples and groups of friends, who happily said hello back. An etiquette of geniality I associated most with small town life, compared to the huff or scowl of the city. With its ice cream parlour and its gift shop, Cherry Grove's downtown area did feel a bit like a village, only with more go-go dancers. Quaint, but with an edge of sexual permissiveness. This is called Gaylord. Baked beans, school meals, hot dog days, playing ball and hearing, isn't he a nice boy? Puffed up and quiet, sensitive even. Friends with girls, a bookish type, seen singing Will Young by the goalposts, piquing suspicions among straight-talking mums. One day this kid, camp before his time, will process this her in some queer poetry workshop. Smiling, will go home to kiss his boyfriend in unknown places. Limp-wristed and ham-fisted, will laugh away your scorn through pink and zealous tears, bowing in thanks for the other voices to which he was exposed. Thanks.
Neon sign flashes, its pink dilate. Maryville, the sign says. The woman pushes open the door and enters her own body. At the bar, she orders a drink, and when it arrives, it is her breath. Music is playing. It's the sound of someone being listened to. She notices that she's sitting at every table. When the woman asks her to dance, the whole of the past stands up to dance with her. Her classmates, her teachers, the manager of the shop she worked in over Christmas, the newspaper proprietor, the street she grew up on, an adjacent town, her parents and grandparents, the kid who waited for her after school. The song ends, the world opens, Venus rises. Thank you. I'll be walking the white lines with Angel, tight mouth, antelope palm. Cass, Tony macaroni. Sam, Velda, Avi, Jamie Wildman. I can't remember the names of all my dead friends, but they're here now. Our grief, a leather jacket, our laughter, static, as we fade to a sepia, the colour of blood mixed to water, disappearing down a plug hole, much like the meeting of our legs. Remember this. My whole life is a protest. Thank you very much.